The next one is neurofibromatosis, NF. This disease is also called as von Recking-Hansen disease. This is due to the dominant gene which is present on chromosome number 17. See, basically, when you observe such individuals suffering from NF, you will see that they show few spots on their body. And these spots may be 10 in number, but later, gradually, these spots increases in number and size. Neurofibromas, the benign tumor, a small benign tumor. See, whenever the term OMAS comes, O-M-A-S, it is cancer. See, this is how you identify, okay? So, neurofibromas, which is small benign tumor, is found in the neural system of the affected individual. So, this is all about neurofibromatosis. The second one, the next one is albinism. Albinism is caused due to the recessive gene. It's an autosomal mutation of the recessive gene. Now, this recessive gene is basically expressing due to the deficiency of an enzyme which is called as tyrosinase. This enzyme is responsible to convert the amino acid tyrosine into melanin with an intermediate product which is DHPA, dihydroxyphenylalanine. Okay? So what basically happens here, the individuals, they usually cannot express their melanin pigment. They are called as albinos. Okay, what are they called as? They are called as albinos. So the black color which is used to, express the skin color and the hair color is absent in them. Okay. See, because it's a gene, the expression will definitely vary from lower concentration to higher concentration. But yes, to conclude an extreme albinism, you can say that this black color is not getting expressed in such affected people which are called as albino. Albinism in humans are of two types. The first one is oculocutaneous. Oculocutaneous is the albinism which is expressed in skin, the cutane, eyes and hair. Whereas the other one is ocular albinism which is only seen in eyes. So this is what is albinism. The next one is galactosemia. Galactosemia was being first described by Friedrich Goppert in 1917, and he explained that the individuals which are suffering from galactosemia are unable to convert galactose into glucose. They are unable to convert galactose into glucose, and this is again an autosomal recessive trait. Okay? This is due to the deficiency of enzyme galactose 1-phosphate uridyl transferase. So, individuals or the people who are found affected with galactosemia are usually, they don't like milk. I mean, of course, it's not about liking or hating, but yes, the milk becomes toxic to their body. So, milk is toxic to the people who are suffering from galactosemia. Infants and the children, say by 3 years, the milk is absolutely toxic to their body. The next one that we are going to speak about is Alzheimer's. Well, Alzheimer's, which is also called as Alzheimer's, it depends on how people pronounce. So, this particular disorder, Alzheimer's, is a neurodegenerative disorder. It's a chronic neurodegenerative disorder. People start forgetting. The memory is slowly lost. This neurodegenerative disorder is caused due to the formation of amyloid protein plaques. Okay? And this plaques is getting deposited in the brain, which then hampers the working of neuron. And what happens is, it doesn't allow the communication of one neuron with the another neuron. It will hamper the messages, the neurotransmitters which are getting transmitted from one neuron to the another neuron for spreading of the message and letting it communicate with the body. Amyloid precursor protein, APP, the gene of this protein is hampered. So what is actually happening? As I said, people forget. Dementia. Dementia can be the very proper term to express. Tell me something, that if there is a day where you forget your own identity, who are you? You don't know who are you. What will be the condition? It begins with a very, slowly, gradually it shows the symptom. Like if somebody is forgetting the keys, address. I mean, yes, sometimes it happens that we do forget. That doesn't mean that we all are suffering from Alzheimer's. But slowly and gradually, see, this disease is mostly getting expressed by the age of 65. Okay. So yes, slowly and gradually it will show the symptom, but then there will be a time where the person forgets his or her own identity. And you know what? This is a defect of gene which is present on chromosome number 21. So it is usually compared with the Down syndrome, right? Because Down syndrome was also the chromosome number 21 which was showing trisomy on chromosome number 21, right? 3 chromosomes. And similarly, when you talk about Alzheimer's, it is also the defect which is found on chromosome number 21. So now it is easy for you to remember that the two diseases at least are belonging to the same chromosome. The only difference is Down syndrome is chromosomal abnormality and Alzheimer's disease is genetic abnormality. The next one is Marfan's syndrome. Marfan syndrome is caused due to the dominant mutation of the alleles. Such individuals suffering from Marfan syndrome show abnormal production of the connective tissues, and also because of these abnormal production of the connective tissue, it causes loosening of joint. Individuals show growth of, very long growth of bones. There is abnormal growth of bones. Actually, you can see it. And also, the fingers also grow abnormally. This is called as arachnodactyly. Such fingers are called as arachnodactyly. Spider fingers. Arachnids, spiders. Okay? And moreover, there is these lenses of the eyes are also seen displaced. This is what is seen in Marfan's syndrome. The next one is Huntington's disease. Huntington's disease is also caused due to the dominant mutation of the alleles which are present on the chromosome number 17. It produces an inhibitor. This inhibitor is actually inhibiting the brain cell metabolism. If the brain cell metabolism is stopped, of course, there will be some effects of voluntary and involuntary actions which can be seen on the body, right? People suffering from this Huntington's disease are mostly in the age group of 15 to 45. It is also seen in older people, but mostly it is seen in the age of 15 to 45. Now, what are the symptoms which are seen on the people? What are the symptoms that the people show suffering from Huntington's disease? There are irregularity in breathing. They show breathing problem. They have articulated speech, and the limbs are also, they are not functioning properly, right? So there is an disbalances which is seen while walking and all those things. This is what is about Huntington's disease. Now let us study about some useful branches of genetics. The first one is eugenics. Eugenics is a science which deals with the improvement of human race genetically. What is eugenics? It's a science which deals with the improvement of human race genetically. Sir Francis Galton was the one who described eugenics, and also he's the one who coined the term eugenics. He is called as father of eugenics. Well, eugenics is divided into two parts. The first one is positive eugenics, and the second one is negative eugenics. Positive eugenics is basically giving a broad area, or you can say a broad opportunity for people to study about the desired traits, people to study more about genetics. It is giving an opportunity to people to actually improve the branch of genetics. Whereas the negative eugenics is the one which is dealing with mutation, chromosomal aberrations, genetic disorders, anomalies, etc. So this is all what about eugenics. The second one is euthanasia. It is the science which deals with the improvement of human race by improving the environmental condition. Eugenics is the science which deals with the improvement of human race by improving the environmental condition. And this environmental condition can be what? The first one, food, nutrition, right? Then providing education, unpolluted air and medical facility so that the people can live their life healthily. The third one is eugenics. Eugenics is a science which deals with the improvement of human race and improving what? The phenotype. Okay? So eugenics is a science which deals with the phenotypic improvement after birth. Okay? The only criteria here is it deals with the improvement of phenotype after birth. Last but not the least, this is genetics. Genetics is basically dealing with the science, the science which deals with the study of issues, of genetic issues. So it's a science which deals with the study of genetic issues and also the issues which are created, you can say that not only genetic issues but the issues which are created by the people, and of course there are some religious issues which are coming in between. So whether in every religion it is allowed or not, and some there are focuses on many things when you do genetics, when you study genetics. So it is all dealing with the ethical issues. So this is a branch which deals with the ethical issues of the genetics and the religious issues which is attached, or you can say associated with the genetics. This is all what about the branches, the useful branches of genetics.